Good evening, everybody.
Good evening,
You
everyone.
you are now in the gap. The time is 6 o'clock. It's Sunday, May 7th. My co-host, his name is OG. Say hi to the people, OG.
Good evening, everybody.
All right, you guys. We just gonna get right to it. We will get right in the gap. Let's talk about this Debret debacle. Debret, uh, she got artificially inseminated, I guess, and she's having a baby. And she basically said that she didn't want to have a black baby because the black dude that was there was ugly, or the specimen he had was ugly. Well,
Uh,
she saw a picture of him, I guess, and said he was ugly. So they went with a white baby. How you feel about that, OG?
um, to me, I was a bit disgusted by it. Of course, we all have choices, and she has a right to make hers. But it's something that could have went unsaid. And the part about the black specimen being ugly, um, that was a bit overboard. And then they come back as a retraction and say, there's just 2% of the donors are black, so it's not much to pick from. And I'm like, you're the bread. There's any number of black males that you know that I'm sure you found handsome at one time that you could have used as a donor. I just think this thing with it's been a thing with some black people for a while. If you have a mixed baby, that baby gonna be pretty and have good hair, in which that's a terrible false negative, and it's a terrible um something to put on your child. I mean, so are you saying that if your child has nappy hair, what you consider nappy hair, because we made up the good hair stuff,
Yeah,
consider to have nappy hair and ugly, you're not gonna love that child? I mean,
I,
what
I,
what what's going on with here,
I,
man?
I don't know. I mean, people got a false narrative of thinking, hey, we gotta have a mixed baby. We can't have
Right,
a we can't have a pure black baby.
right. I mean,
I
and
I don't understand.
it's this big thing now. Serena Williams, Kiki Palmer, man, it's a number of them.
E- Even the
Now,
men, even the men.
yeah, yeah. It's this big thing now, and I don't quite understand it, man. I don't, not at all. Um,
I, wa-
just
I was shocked by them saying that.
yeah,
Do they have
definitely.
do these people have publicists to tell them, okay, don't say this
Evidently,
and don't say
evidently,
that?
evidently, the Bratton don't have publicists.
I guess they
Um,
don't. I guess they don't.
Publicists must cost a lot of money.
I
You know
guess they
what I
do.
mean?
I guess they do
Yeah, a
because
publicist.
they said the dumbest shit sometimes. I'm like,
They do, and there's no way a publicist would allow them to say that dumb stuff, man. There's no way. And I mean, I wouldn't expect that coming from her though.
I
You
I
know,
wouldn't either.
some of the other dummies I might would have you know, understood or say, yeah, she's stupid enough to say something like that, but not
Like
the brat.
somebody like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, they would say
I
something
could
stupid like
I
that.
expect her to say something stupid like that.
Yeah, because she says stupid stuff and does stupid stuff, but I would
I agree with you.
never,
I agree with you. I would never put that on the brand.
yeah, I would have never thought that the brat would be so
I agree with you
ig-
on that.
ignorant. Now, I don't listen to Ricky Smiley's show on a regular basis, so I don't know if they attack that um or not on the show, but I'm sure she defended herself. You know what I mean?
Of course, because after sometimes some of the dumbest shit you say, it
Hmm.
sounds dumb after you say it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm sure she had time to defend herself and whatnot. Um, but
Speaking of,
I don't.
go ahead,
No,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. I was just gonna say I don't know if there's a defense for that comment. I mean, I mean, how
Shit.
much? I
I,
don't mean
well,
to Dale, get on the subject too long, but how much hate can you have for yourself to not want an all black baby? What's wrong? I've seen some of the most beautiful black babies you ever wanted to see
I
of
mean,
any color, man. It don't,
it don't matter.
yeah,
All you, all I asked for when I was having a child, all I wanted my child to be healthy. That's
that's
all I
it.
asked for.
That's it. But you're gonna put a label on your child before you even have it. Anyway, let's move
But
on, man.
speaking of dumb shit, uh, Ebony K. Williams was on the Yana Van Zet. We had an interview with Yana Van Zet, and the question was asked: would you date a bus driver? And she said, if he owned the bus. Explain this to me, OG. Please
I can't
explain this to
explain.
me.
I'm gonna explain it to you. Before we go on though, we have posted the link to the show up in the comment section right here. So if you want to get in, shout us out with your comments or whatever. Please do just click on that link and it should bring you to the studio with us. But this chick, Ebony K. Williams, she's a lawyer. She's been a host on Fox News. She's been on several podcasts. She has been on the podcast with Joe Budden and reportedly had some type of relations with Joe Budden. But
Really?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
She's very smart. She's educated. She graduated college early and all that stuff. And she has a net worth of about, I think, between 3 to 5 million, which in today's world is not an incredibly. You're not super rich. You can buy a house for that. Um. So Angela Jackson is in. Hello, Angela. Um. So
Hi, Angel.
when when she said that, um, I was perplexed at first because at first I saw her as one of these down sisters because she used to act like she was down for the
Right.
cause or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, right.
But but then the thing that most pissed me off about her talking, what's up, Melvin? Melvin Thorne has joined us.
What's up,
Um,
Fat Duck? Fat Duck.
that got me the most was that for the most part, her conversation was about down in black men. So let's just be honest with it. But the
Okay.
part that threw me was for the past 4 years, her longest relationship, guess what? Was with a white man. She was
There we
not
go.
even she
There you
was
go.
not she was not even dating a brother.
There you go.
She dated a white man for 4 years and they didn't get married. He had 3 kids. She's saying that she wasn't ready for that life or whatever, but I think he ain't want her. Like most of the time they don't. They use them up and then throw them away. So the white man, this is my assertion of it. The white man didn't want her when she come crashing down on brothers. Her feelings hurt by that man, but it's easier to get those feelings out by throwing them at us.
Yep.
So my thing is when you in that place and you think you're in such a certain status, why waste your time on average guy and talking about what us average guys ain't got or can't do and go and get you a guy that ain't average. Just leave us average guys alone to be with the average women that want us. And you ain't got to be running us in the ground. You don't want us in it. You don't want an average guy in the first place. So why even talk about it?
One of the
Why not
realest things.
tell?
Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
about and tell us about your 4-year relationship with the white man that didn't work. Talk about him. You
one of the
know,
realest things. One of the realest things I heard was if Jay Z worked at McDonald's, Beyonce couldn't get him. But if
yeah,
Beyonce worked at McDonald's, she could get Jay Z.
Yeah, and
I mean,
he'd be expected to want her.
yeah,
You know, it would be all right with them um if he wanted her. You know what I mean?
and
But
and that's the problem with with why you don't marry? What happened to marrying for somebody that cared about you, that can take care of you, that can help you? Y'all can build together. Whatever happened to that?
that's what I would hope for, man. You know, and that's what I thought. You know, and then I heard one guy explain. He broke it down like this. He said when the man was expected to make all the money and take care of the family, it was okay. But now that the woman, if a woman has it and the man, you know, it's not okay.
That's a good point.
So
That's a good
so
point.
so you know that kind of it kind of put me out there, so
That's a good point.
yeah, that's a very good point.
I I I mean, Iana stood up for the blue collar worker, and she was like, I would date an Uber driver. I would date as long as he treated me well and he treated his mama
Yeah,
well.
exactly. And that's the way, and that's the way it should be. But but uh-oh, now we got a comment. We have a
Okay.
comment from Kiara saying are men not providers? Um
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm gonna let you take that one first.
What was the question again?
Are men not providers?
Men are providers. We feel that that's part of our problem because we feel like we have to provide. But sometimes the woman comes with the bag, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we both should be able to help each other.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I mean, it ain't the old days no more where the mama stayed home and raised the kids and we go out and work.
yeah,
It's not
and that
like go ahead.
yeah, and you're right. If a woman does make the most money, what's wrong with that? Why does she have to find a guy? I don't know what Angel agreeing with, but she probably agreeing with Kiera's comment. I don't know why it is that if a woman is the breadwinner, it's not okay. If this guy loves
Right.
her, he does what he has to do, take care of home, take care of kids, he take out the garbage, whatever. What's
He he
wrong?
he a good dude. He just don't have a bank account.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I mean, so now love is money. Love is money now.
So how are we supposed to take when we meet a broke ass woman?
Oh no, we're gonna get criticized for that, bro.
Are we supposed to leave her on the sideline because she ain't
We
got no
should.
money?
We should. We should, because that's the way they speaking of it. It's like that, but the same thing don't go for women.
Right. It's
Oh
a
no,
double
Angel
standard.
says, yeah, Angel says she's agreeing with you. So
Thank you.
that's
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a double standard when it comes to us, man.
yes, it is. It is. Women just you can't win with them. But like we were saying, we talking about what she said. We ain't gonna even get into the
Oh no, no, no. Let's not go there.
yeah, because we'd be here all night talking about that. But what she said was wrong. It wasn't right,
It
and
won't
and
right.
there's no truth in it.
It won't right.
I would
And
date the I would date him if he owned the
if he
bus.
owned the bus,
So love ain't got nothing to do with it. And
no.
the thing I find is um Angel saying as long as she treats you right. Yeah, she treat me right. That's different. That's good too. The thing about it is the men that they want don't want them. That's why they out here
That's
crying
why they.
and
Yep.
that's why they out here crying and blaming us because they don't want to face the fact that they're the ones that's not wanted.
Because
So they
because
can't they can't face that.
the dude that owned the bus company don't want her ass.
Exactly. But she
That's
can't
the
face that.
exactly.
Yeah, she can't fan, so she turned around and say, I can't fan a man because all y'all just average and y'all don't want to do better. But she don't want to tell the truth. There's plenty of
Wow.
men out there with money that she looking for. They just don't want her.
They don't want her. Exactly.
Right. They don't want her.
Exactly. Especially
And
with
once
that
they,
attitude.
yeah,
Especially with
and-
that attitude.
yeah, exactly. And it's sad because if you don't want black babies, you don't want black men. I mean, what the hell, man? What have we done? You know what I mean? What has the black man done that's so hideous that just done turn our women off against us? Our women don't even want us no more. They don't want babies by us. Our babies ain't pretty. We don't make enough money. We don't treat them right. And all these things, in my opinion, are falsehoods, man. It's not true.
and 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 I blame society. They done made
Yeah,
a false pretense. They push it on TV. If it ain't light, it ain't right.
right. That's right.
If it ain't light, it ain't right.
That's right. If you brown, stick around. If you black, get back.
Sure.
Man. So, I ain't gonna let the brothers off the hook either, because I'm gonna come at them
Oh
for a
yeah.
sec
Oh no question.
about some things.
No
Because
question.
what I saw on the news the other day when this white guy, and they keep saying Marine. Wait a minute, Kira said, how can you say that? Y'all might be the few, but it's all of that.
Ask
And
ask ask
go
Kiara.
ahead, Axel.
Kiara, are you coming in or you just gonna keep coming? I want to hear what you got to say. If you got to talk, come on now.
Yeah, so we can squash this and move on.
The link
If
is
she
up
if
there.
she, yeah, if she decided to chime in, we'll come back to it.
Yeah, the link is up
But
there. What was you saying
uh,
about it?
um, I saw the video of the homeless black guy suffering from a mental health episode get choked out.
The Michael Jackson guy.
Yeah, by a Marine. They keep saying Marine because I'll get
Yeah,
back to that
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
they
yeah.
have a label on that Marine mean you some type of all American. So they keep insinuating that he was a Marine. Black man on the train with two other white men holding his arm, not letting him go or fight for himself. So as of yet, haven't heard that this guy has been
Arrested
taken
or
into
anything.
custody. Now the police talked to him, but they let him go.
Yeah.
And so then this reporter comes on and says, well, there's all kinds of homicide. They have to decide what type of homicide there is.
Wow.
There's reckless, unreckless.
Wow.
I said, so if I go out here and I shoot him off, you think the police going to talk to me, let me go and say, well, let us decide if you meant to
Yeah.
kill him?
Yeah.
That's a bunch of bullshit, man. But
Or
I don't
even let it,
hear,
or even let it be vice versa. There'd have been a white motherfucker in the subway hollering and screaming, and you go choke him out. Your black ass going to jail.
right, exactly. Kiara says Callie, which is um the dog. She says she making too much noise right now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but where the brothers at? We we look at stuff like that and just see it on the news and just let it go. We don't say nothing.
But
We
that's
don't
my problem.
organize. We don't fight.
Nope.
It's more white people in the street disgusted by what happened than black people. And you know what I think that is, man? It boils down to value. We as black men do not value ourselves enough to care when we see something like that happening to another black man, knowing that it could happen to us. We just don't value ourselves enough, man. We don't as black people because if we did, um, it would happen. We have a guest in with us, man. So let's go. Let's hear it.
What's your name and where you from? Can you say your name, please? Can't
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
I'm
you.
We
talking on
can't hear
mute.
you.
I'm
All right.
Kiara and I'm from Richmond.
Hey, Kiara.
Hello.
How are
Hi,
you?
Kiara.
I'm good. How y'all doing? Y'all sound a little dry.
Why
No,
you
because
said we sound dry?
Cause y'all
we
do.
we frustrated. Oh, hello. It's Maxine is with us again. She said, "Why did he choke this person out?" He claimed he was fearing for his life because
And
the
and the
guy
guy
was,
the guy was screaming and acting erratic.
yeah, and the thing that he was screaming was that he was hungry and thirsty. Now, I guess that'll make you feel like you're about to be killed. I don't know.
They
I
also
guess so.
claimed that he was throwing trash, but that
Okay,
doesn't
that's gonna
matter.
kill
Okay.
you.
Oh yeah. I throw a
Yeah,
cup at
that's
you. You go ahead and kill me.
yeah, that's right. If you white, you can get away with that shit.
Yeah,
What
I
But
gives
think. I
you
mean,
the
I
anyway,
right?
definitely think that everybody involved, including like everybody involved, should be charged with something,
they
even if it's
should be.
involuntary manslaughter.
No, yeah, it should be murder though because that's murder.
I
That's
He
agree.
murder.
didn't. Yeah,
That's
first of
murder.
all, he had no right to put his hands on this guy. You had no right. I mean, people have mental health crisis all along. You call the police and you wait till the police get there. You so crazy about the blue. Let the
What
blue do
what
their job
what possessed you to jump on this man and choke this man?
because he knew he could and he
He could get
wanted to.
away with it. That was his
He
chance to
used,
kill her. That was a chance to kill her. I was getting ready to say the word. That was a chance to kill a
yeah,
black person.
yeah, and he
That was a
used.
chance to kill a black person.
If he was a Marine, there's other uses of force to restrain a person than using a lethal chokehold. I mean, any prosecutor could harp on that.
I
They
don't
should
get it.
harp on that. I don't.
I don't get
But
it.
Miss Kiera, you joined for a certain reason. We'd like to
No,
give
I
you your
did
time.
not.
We give you
Oh,
your
oh,
time
you had a
to
lot to say
defend.
about the other subject we was talking about.
Because look, I'm tired of y'all, both of y'all, saying
Oh,
that it's the women. When again,
boy,
okay, ladies, let's keep it real. Y'all are probably the minority. Y'all not out here dating. You don't see what's going on. A lot of these younger generation men don't have the same drive that y'all had. They don't take the same things that y'all took and made it into something. They don't have that same passion. They want somebody who can help them elevate, but they don't want to help themselves. There's a disconnect somewhere. So again, yeah, what y'all saying is true apply to y'all, but it doesn't apply to what we're looking at today.
and I agree. I agree with you, Kiara. I'm gonna agree with you on that
Hmm.
subject. And like we told you before, when you was on a couple of weeks ago, it's the younger guys. They don't have the same values that the older men have.
But
And
some of the older men still acting like the young men too. So
yeah,
y'all
that's
happen
true.
to be the small minority.
That
You know,
that's
and
true.
it's sad
We'll
because
get to
me
you, Angela.
personally, I want to date a black man. I don't necessarily care about the status or none of that. But some men can't handle a woman who's doing a little bit better than them, or even
You're
to the
right.
50-50 thing. Yes,
You're right.
nowadays times are different. Women aren't staying home; they're working, and so are the
They
men. But
ain't
some men
preaching
still
nothing,
expect a
Maxine.
woman. What do you say?
No, Miss Maxine talking about some preach. And
Uh,
Angel, man, I want you to look at your board. Do you see something that says comments, banners, and brands? Because you should be able to see these comments as they come up.
I can see them.
Okay, so maybe you should be able to see them too. Because Angel said that when she
I see
rides the
the
Queens
training
of
the Queens of
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn.
yeah, that she can there's
But
people all day long and
And
then
that's the
police
point
are
I was
there.
gonna make too when we
Yeah.
get back to that. Yeah.
I
But what
can't read
you
it. I can't read that
oh
little
okay.
shit.
It's too
Go
small.
ahead.
But Kiera, my point was, I'm not saying that some men aren't trifling, aren't accountable, and all that stuff. Because shoot, my
I
daddy wasn't
agree.
there. My
I
daddy wasn't
agree.
there. What I'm saying is, there's no need to come out and assassinate black men when you don't even date black men. When your longest relationship was with a white man. You have no skin in the game, whether you did it before or whatever. Your most recent relationship was with a white man. So to come out and say the type of things you saying about black men is unwarranted because your longest relationship and your most recent relationship was with a white man.
I mean, I agree with that. I don't think that black men or women should attack each other because that's part of the agenda. If you really think about it, that's what they want. They don't want a black family. A black family is the strongest family you can have. So it's part of their agenda, and I completely agree with that. But the facts are also the facts at the same time. So I don't even know how to navigate around that because and
Well,
speaking for her, me personally, I would date a bus driver if he was everything Ayanna said. But that's I guess a preference or you know of a
I
matter
mean,
of personal preference, I guess. But
I do feel like men's standards are different than women's standards.
hmm
Like a man would date down, a woman don't want to date down. Or not all women. Most women don't want to date down. A man would date down. Do you agree?
and
Do you
mo-
agree with that? Do
yeah,
you
I
agree with
mean,
that?
because think about it. Men are physical creatures, right? So if you find and not saying y'all, but most, if they find a girl who's they think is a 10 and she's standing on the side of the road, they'll take her and they'll put her in the penthouse. I
and
mean
I
that's
mean,
what happens. That's what I'm up against. The men that I wouldn't mind dating are dating those who nowhere near me. But again, that's the playing field.
but see, they could have something because me and Nan grew up together. We dated around, so we was out there at the same time. We had our preferences. I mean, I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah,
we
we
had our
did.
preferences,
We did.
but we spent a whole lot of time in the projects too. We spent
And
a
look,
whole
and we spent a little bit of time looking for Buttercup.
yeah, and Buttercup. Buttercup came along later,
That's
you know, and
an
some of
inside
those,
joke, yo. That's an
yeah,
I
it's
inside
an
joke.
figured.
inside joke. And some project girls had more, more going on for them than some of the
Some of the
other
ones that had
chicks.
money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it depends, and we gave them a chance. Just so happened it ain't work out, but they got a chance. We ain't say well they in the project. We ain't gonna rock with that or whatever, because a lot of them got that oomph and that lady in them at the same time. But see, women like Ebony K. Williams won't give
a brother like that a
a brother
chance.
like that a chance to even know or understand.
Exactly.
Look at Angel Buttercup. It's an inside joke, Angel. We ain't going there today.
It's
You'll
an
learn.
inside joke.
Yeah,
It's an
you'll
inside
learn
joke.
some other time. But yeah. So back to the brothers and the guy being choked out. I mean, it's more than that, man. They've been doing this to us for too long, from slavery until this present
Yeah,
day.
man. It's
They're
still
killing
slavery
us.
though.
Yeah, they're killing us. And it ain't just us, fellas. We got to stand up for our women. I mean, Breonna Taylor is not the first one. She's the worst and the last. Not the last, I don't believe. The most horrible, horrific story, but they've been killing black women a lot. If you go back in the last 10 years, that number has ramped up tremendously. The abuse and the killing of black women by white men. They walking up to them on the street and punching them in the face and getting
Let's
away with it. And us, brother, we're not doing nothing about it.
but let's just put black people in general in that. It's black people in general. It's like they can do whatever they want to do to us and nothing happens.
I,
Yeah.
I think for me, when I was watching that, and I watch social media a little bit when stuff like this come just to see comments or whatever. And one of the main comments, and one of the comments is even in our comment section is well, what did he do before he got choked, or why did they choke him? And
But
for
that's
It
what
don't
they
me,
matter.
do.
for
That's
me,
what
It
they
don't
do.
unless he
it
literally
doesn't matter.
was trying to kill someone, or it was like a self defense thing. But even then, it's kind of like who gives you the right to kill someone?
Well, well, well. Look who's here.
Hey,
Hey, I made
Hey,
it.
hey, Neil. Glad you with us.
Yeah, barely.
That's
Near,
good. How you doing? How
near,
you doing?
tired, man, tired.
Okay.
That
All right.
So
tired. I'm
so
tired, but I
so
said let me jump in.
so
Good. Good.
my thing is y'all let a white boy walk down the middle of a street with an M16 machine gun
And
had
kill
just
him.
murdered had just murdered people behind him. He walked down the street. Nobody thought to grab him or do
Nope.
anything to stop him. He made it
Not a thing.
all the way home but y'all gonna kill a black man in the subway.
But man, that we black people are
Exactly.
naturally perceived as a threat, regardless, men and women. A woman
Yeah, but
or
that's a
man are both more
perception.
dangerous than a white person of the same
It,
rate. I mean,
it,
same
it's
sex.
it's it's really not a perception more than it is an excuse
I
because
mean,
they know
yeah.
anytime they say that they're going to get away with it. Um, so they get away with too much because I was watching this announcer was doing an Oakland A's baseball game. He do the baseball game for them. So he was saying that we had a great weekend. We went to this barbecue museum in the nigger baseball league. He didn't say
Oh wow!
the nigger baseball league museum. He didn't say the Negro baseball league. He actually look it up. You'll hear and he said it just as plain as day, the nigger baseball league. And then he comes on
Wow!
and says, "Oh, I apologize if I said something offensive." Wow, announcing the game. They did not kick him off the air or nothing. He still did the game. Nigger baseball league.
Wow!
So white people were saying, well, they say it and they got a point. We got to
Yeah.
stop. We got to stop using that word. And I think we changed it from the Negro Baseball League to the All Black Baseball League. Then the slip of the tongue can't be excused. You can't say what he meant to say Negro. When you use the word nigger, that's a word that's common to your vocabulary. He did not
Oh,
slip and say nigger
no question.
baseball league. He said
No
that
question.
because that's what he says on a regular basis. But these are the type of things I don't know if Stephen A. Smith or Shannon Sharp or anybody in sports media has said anything about it because I haven't seen it yet. But instead of screaming about John Morant being in the club, they can make all the noise they want about that. But guys say nigga relating to sports, that's their field, right? They cover sports. Ain't
or
nobody saying
even
nothing about it.
even the same thing that happened with with Lamar Jackson.
Hmm.
Ain't nobody make no big deal about that. That was straight
Nope.
racist.
Straight
Everything they
racist.
did to that boy, everything they did to that boy was undercover racism
Yep. That's all it was. And we cannot stand up for each other for whatever reason, for
for
putting
nothing
each
in the
other
world.
down,
For nothing in the world.
murdering, or whatever. We just don't believe in each other. We don't have no faith in ourselves. The whole psychology that they've been putting on us for since the beginning of time, it works, and it's so hard to break it because it's psychological. You're made to feel worthless, and even though you say you got it all, you rich or whatever. In your mind, still you have to be so much better that an average person ain't good enough for you, because you feel that you're worthless. You feel that your worth is in your pocket, and that's sad
Yeah.
that you carry your worth in your pocket. That is sad.
But that
Speaking
happens inside the home before you even go out. So you're like, you said their agenda and the years that they've been putting on us. That the whole agenda was to break the family. So again, if your
Yeah,
own family, you getting criticized, belittled, ridiculed,
that's
all of
that's
that
that's
inside your own family, how can you even think that black
that's
people
that's
would?
part that's part of the psychology. That's
Right.
that's
So
part
so
of
how
what
can we
what it
stand up for
is.
each other when your own family don't support you at all? You're not taught to teach, support a stranger. I mean, you can if you've developed yourself in such a way, but if
The-
your own family beats you down, how can you even have energy or strength to build someone else up?
First of all, that energy is negative energy, and it don't matter where it's coming from. You got to cut it off.
I
That,
agree.
that group of people don't deserve your time, your attention. I don't care if it's family or not. If
Well,
they
that's
not
easier to say if you're at a point that, like, someone for you are, or even someone for me at this matter of fact. But if that is what a person has grown up around and has embedded in their mind, then it's not as easy to just cut it off, you know. And I agree with the fact that yes, things start at home, um, to a certain degree, because you got undercover racism everywhere, but you also have a system, a judicial system that is racist. You know, you got a whole systematic racist system. There's 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 nothing set up for black folks to win. That's the bottom line. There's nothing set up for black folks to win, which is why it makes things that much more difficult. Um, and then you have so many more people who, once they get something, you know, they forget about, excuse me, they leave other people behind, which is makes it hard for us to stand up for each other. You know, we always backstabbing each other. We always want more than what the next man has, you know. So as long as we as a culture have that mentality, um, yeah, we're not gonna get but so far, you know. We're not
Hmm.
gonna get but so far. You know, you have all these people marching around and everything for Black Lives Matter. Yes, Black lives do matter, but you can't pick and choose when a Black life matters. You can't be out there rallying and saying Black Lives Matter, but then 2 days later you on the block popping somebody, popping that black man. So I mean that it's hard to overcome when that's our reality.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you to an extent.
Yeah, we fighting
But
each other.
yeah, but we gotta stop too going along with it ain't set up for us. We know that, but we
Yeah.
have we have breaking broken those barriers because
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Lamar Jackson. It was definitely not set up for a black man with braids all over his head
They get two
to
hundred
buck
sixty million dollars.
to buck the system and get $265 million on in an unconventional way, something nobody has ever done. He
And they
did that.
mad about it. I bet you
Yeah,
won't
let them
nobody else
stay
do
mad.
it.
Yeah, they
I
will.
bet you
Yeah, it
he'll be the
will.
last one to do that.
No,
Cause
you
they
know
gonna
why?
prepare for that
No,
in the future.
No,
They gonna
you know
prepare
no,
for
why?
that.
You know why
no.
he won't, DD? Because the NFL needs Lamar Jacksons to sell tickets. So what he did was what they thought he'd be scared to do. They
Yeah.
thought they could scare him out of doing it. Now you tell me if 20 of the top players do that in the league that they're gonna break it down and say, no, we're gonna let the 20th best players in this league walk away. No. But the problem is getting 20 brothers to break that fear barrier to come together and do that. That's where the problem comes in.
I
We
agree.
can break the barriers because with everything, it's a business, and when it hurts their pockets, trust me, they make big changes. But we got to be strong enough and release the fear and say, we're going to take this one. We're going to do this. It's time to just stop being scared because
You got
basically they
you got to
thrive
be
on fear.
you got to be willing to do what Lamar did. Lamar
Yeah,
said, either they gonna pay me or I ain't gonna play.
right.
And
That's
you
it.
don't have too many of them that's like that.
I
That's the
know,
problem.
but that's
You
the
have
problem.
you have
That's the
That's
problem.
very few. From what I have seen, there are very few people who gonna make that sacrifice. Very few people gonna make a sacrifice.
That's what we
Very
saying.
few.
That's what we got to
that's the point
change.
we making. That's the point we making.
Yeah, that's the point we're making. We got to change,
All right,
and
y'all.
we're gonna
Moving
cancel
on.
the Ebony K. Williams and people like that. You just can't deal with them.
Moving on to the next subject, you guys. Jim L. Townsend. I know that name don't sound familiar to y'all right now, but I'm getting ready to drop the heat. Jim L. Townsend is Marjorie Harvey's ex-husband,
I know who he is.
former drug kingpin. He's writing a memoir, a tell-all, and he's getting ready to drop the hammer on Marjorie Harvey. How y'all feel about that?
I feel it's deserved because of Steve said some harsh things about this man, while he was incarcerated and stuff. And I don't know what happened between him and Marjorie, but if he got some truths to tell about her, I mean, as long as it's not lies, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, he can't really lie because he'll get sued.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he got to be honest. He did say that when he did go to prison, she started messing with his best friend,
Hmm.
which
Another,
was a drug, which was another drug dealer.
yeah,
But that's already known.
yeah.
So
But
what's
we
the
we
I guess what my question is, what does he gain from this tell all book other than money about
That's what
Marjorie?
he need.
But
That's
so
what
that
people
sounds
do to
bitter
get
to me.
money.
There's no real. This is just like
well,
a.
That's an agenda. That's a
It's like a
personal
revenge
agenda.
porn, but not
Yeah.
porn. It's just a revenge tell all book, and it's I
But
personally I don't agree with
but
it. I
but
but
think
but
it's
but but
let's
but
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 let's
but let's go back to go ahead, OG.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Let's go back to what Steve Harvey had to say about the man. Though.
but that's Steve. That's not Marjorie.
Somebody had to
Well,
tell Steve.
let's also say we don't know what Marjorie did to this man. You know, we don't know how
All we know is her side.
yeah, because he took a rap so she wouldn't go to jail now. So it
Yeah,
is something going on behind the scenes
yeah.
that we don't know about. So maybe he has a right to be bitter if that is the case. You know, if that's the
I heard,
case.
I heard
Every
crickets. I heard
yeah,
crickets.
everybody listened when Khalees went after Nas, when she
Or
was so mad at Nas,
when
you know.
Rihanna went after Chris Brown.
Yeah, everybody listened then. She was okay, she had a reason. Not to say she hit him first in the car, which he said, but anybody won't believe because she the girl.
Oh, you see the
Women don't
girl?
hit
Yeah.
men first.
No, they don't do that.
No.
Shit, that's a lie.
Thank you.
I'd have put my hand up first up plenty of times, so that's a lie.
Hmm.
But
And
why do
since
we
we
always why do we always just we get to these points where everything is good, everything is fine, all is well. Then we get to whatever happened, whatever situation may happen. Now we want to always come to circle back around to a tell all. Why we always
because it
doing that?
because it
Because it,
makes money, it makes money. Because if he write a book, it's gonna be a bestseller.
And you just said we just had that conversation
Mm-hmm.
previously about coming together as one. As long as stuff like this is into play, how do we come together? How do
but
we
That's
but
a
how
but
do we do stuff? You know what I'm saying?
at the same time though, at the same time, people got to stop tearing each other down.
That's all they do.
And what
yeah.
and what I'm s- and what I'm saying, Steve Harvey had no right to attack this man.
So when he go low, you go low too. Why not?
Well,
Why
y'all
No,
not?
got
no, you tell your truth.
you got to understand the mentality of a gangster too. It's different. Now, that's a
Tell them
different. That guy,
OG.
that
But
guy is
gangsters
on a
shouldn't tell,
different.
right? Isn't he? I mean, he
No,
why he telling
no,
if he a gangster?
no,
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 no. He on a
no,
different level. He on a
no,
different
gangster,
level.
no, no, no.
He kept it quiet. He kept her out of it so she could raise their daughter. He took the 20-year hit. Then she backstabbed. There's some stuff in there that we don't know yet that he said that she backstabbed the man. That's what and he was low on that. And then Steve came out talking shit about her. Then I guess he was like, OG gonna sit back and take this. He ain't no punk type dude. Just these type of guys don't roll like that. But Steve thought he was safe. His ass thought he was safe. Now he ain't, and he know he ain't, and he shouldn't have did it because first of all, he broke the rule, the player rule. He a player hater by writing that stupid ass book, making men look like simps, and he got all the answers. And then he gonna talk about this man that ain't got nothing to do with him right now. You got the woman, you got the money. You should have went on about your business. You ain't have to do that. So just saying that we got to come together don't mean that nigga I'm gonna let you spit on my gators and just keep walking.
Yeah,
It don't work. It don't work
it
like
don't
that.
work like that.
Do we
No,
know
it
what
don't work like
Steve
that.
Harvey said?
He called the man a punk.
He called him a no good, a no good father.
Yeah,
He said,
yeah,
"Go find." He told the little boy, "Go find your no good ass daddy."
yeah. And boy was 15 years old. 15
Oh
year olds
wow.
act out. You know what I mean? They act out.
Oh wow. That's
So yeah,
disrespectful.
yeah. I'm not gonna let you disrespect my son like that. No, you know, just because we need to get along and help each other out. You don't cross certain. It's a line you don't cross.
Well, if he was in the game like that, then yeah, there's a whole bunch of secrets and skeletons and closets and stuff.
Yeah, you don't get 30 years from just being a street peddler. You know, when you get
And
caught
she knew
trying to
all
buy,
about it. She knew how she
she
was
was
living.
part of it.
Oh
She
yeah,
was part of it.
she was in the game.
There's no way he could have done it without her
She was
being married. She was
she
in the
was in the game.
game.
So
She
was
was
he
in
and
the
Steve?
game.
When you said she slept with his best friend, was Steve
She
his best
married him.
friend?
No, this
No,
was a
no, 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 no. This
no.
was before Steve.
Oh, okay, okay,
She
okay,
married another so-called kingpin,
Yeah, another one of his boys.
and
oh,
now them
okay.
two coming together.
They coming
You
together.
know, yeah. So Miss Maxine was saying, but it
Mm.
couldn't be that bad. They all changed their name to Harvey. Oh, Miss Maxine, by changing the name to Harvey, they is entitled to
To the
his
money.
fortune. Yeah, that's all about his fortune.
That ain't had nothing to do with him.
No, they don't care about him like that.
They don't care nothing about him. They want to be a part of that money when that nigga die.
Yeah,
I mean, excuse me. Excuse
exactly.
me. We
Yeah.
just said don't say that word.
When
You
that
did.
Negro,
I
when that
apologize.
Negro died,
When that black man died.
yeah, when that black man died.
But that's on him.
But
So he adopted him. That's on him when he already got his own kids. He already got to give
It's
to his own kids.
it's not on him when you in love with somebody that got your eyes blinded. That nigga's blindly
hmm
in love.
But Steve
So
ain't
he
he
yeah,
not
isn't a spring chicken, and this not his first marriage.
It ain't his first real woman neither.
he ain't.
nope,
So you saying that he ain't responsible
it
for
is
who
sad.
he loved? He responsible.
No,
He
I'm talking
responsible for
about
who
for
he
them
is.
wanting his money.
Hey, now everybody sitting on this phone has been blindly in love before.
Right,
Everybody.
And you
And
done
Steve is
things
and that
gone.
that ain't part of your character.
right,
Yeah,
and
he
that's
gone.
on each individual.
That's on Steve. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
If
I'm
they
Yeah.
not
take him up
defending
for all his
Steve.
money when he
I
died,
ain't
his kids
defending
don't get nothing. That's on
Oh,
him.
I hope
I'm
they
not
do.
defending them at all.
I ain't defending Steve. He the last nigga. I mean, last
I
black man I defend.
I ain't
That too.
I ain't never been no Steve Harvey fan. Never
Uh-uh.
have been.
Yeah. So, and on a better note, getting while we in entertainment, Missy Elliott from the 757
Yes, sir.
will be the first female rap artist to be inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yes, she
Missy.
will. Yes,
That's great.
yes,
Oh, Missy
That's
Miss.
great.
yes. Missy I mean, she is
Didn't they
she an
recently name
icon.
a
She's
street after her down there too?
yes, yes. In
Hmm.
Newport News, she got her own street. I mean, it's all well deserved. She is an icon. She is. I mean, Missy came out of retirement and rocked the Super Bowl show. I don't remember. Y'all remember that a few years ago?
And ain't
Yeah,
nobody
Missy
know who it was.
Elvis.
They said
And
that girl Katy Perry gonna make that girl a star.
shit,
People people ain't
man,
even know who Missy was.
Missy tore that down, man. She said
Yeah.
two up, two down. Miss Maxine, you heard her saying the N word. Um,
No, two up, two
yeah.
down. She saying VA.
Oh yeah, okay.
VA.
But I'm just so proud because Timberland and Pharrell, all them from down there, in the music part, and enough so many athletes you can't name, but I'm so proud of her because she always just been herself.
Yeah.
She dressed the way she wanted to dress, she talked the way she wanted to talk.
She did it her
She
way.
Yeah, she did it her way. I don't know what Janae Lewis is laughing at.
and she kept
Yes,
her
she
Probably
did.
life
because you
private.
ain't know what 2 Up, 2 Down was.
Oh no, I ain't in the streets no more. That's I don't do something because I might get the wrong one and get shot. You know how you do the signs wrong. We getting
Well,
shot.
well, I don't do no signs. I don't do all
Yeah,
that.
I've been a did the wrong one and got shot by some Mexicans or something. But yeah, I just want to get my props out to her.
Well
Yeah,
deserved, Mr. Elliott. Well
yeah,
deserved.
yep. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Um, so I had to give her that.
Great accomplishment.
Yeah.
Great accomplishment.
Tina Polk says, "Well deserved, Missy. Welcome to the show, Tina."
Hey, Tina, team.
Welcome, Tina.
Shut up, Janae. It's not my time. We ain't do no signs. I never did no signs. Talking about some that's y'all time. Y'all should know that.
That ain't our time.
I was
Nah.
thinking that. I agree.
The only sign we had
We
was what
with
we
the
do
middle
next. Come here,
finger.
girl. Yeah, come here, girl. That was our sign. Come here, girl. That's it. We ain't be doing all. We ain't had time for all that stuff.
On the sign I did when I saw a girl, I did like this.
You hungry?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, we laid back in the cut. Come here, girl. Well,
Come here, girl.
yeah,
Come
we
here,
ain't do no.
girl.
We ain't had time for all that gangster
You,
stuff.
you know this. You know this man ain't over here, girl.
Talking about some ain't nobody come. See, you crazy. We rude. We ain't gonna
What?
even get on that. No, we ain't gonna even go there.
Hey,
We
hey,
not
hey,
gonna
don't
go there.
hey,
don't go
hey,
down that path.
hey, hold on, Neil Almighty. Tell him how bad your brother was back in the day.
I don't,
Since they won't talk. Since they
I
won't
have no
talk.
comment. No comment.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
We're not going down that path.
all right.
Gotta do like Michael Jackson on this one and keep it in the closet. You gotta
Yeah,
leave
we don't need
that.
to tell all. We're not telling
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Leave that alone.
I do want to
Lord.
say, since we kind of winding down now, it's almost closing time, but I do want to promote my hat, y'all. I want to promote Fat Ducks Express.
Fat Duck. Where
Fat
Mama Duck
Duck.
at?
Huh?
Where Mama Duck?
Mama Duck not here. Fat Duck Express is the
Tell them where they
best
at, man.
on Washington Highway in Ashland. I can't get the address right now because I don't have it on my phone. Is
But
Melvin
check it
online?
out. He
Tell
was. I
Melvin.
think. I think
Tell
he
me put that.
gone.
Tell me put the address in.
Yeah, it's on his page, on Fat Duck page, if y'all want to see it, and some of the food and stuff. I'm telling you, it look like it's worth the drive for real.
Best seafood salad in Richmond.
Ain't
So
no look like it's worth the drive. The food good. The food good. Period point blank. It's good.
yeah,
Go get you some good food. Some good
shoot,
old soul food.
I've been eating that food for years.
Yeah,
I,
That's for
you
sure.
you was eating it
yeah,
before Fat Duck was a thing.
I know about the food. I'm trying to stay away from it, so I'm gaining my weight back.
The food, some of the reason I look like I look.
Yeah, so why I looked like I look.
That's all love in that food. That's all love in them hands, though.
Yeah. Well, my daughter asked me to get her some seafood salad, so when he opened back up, I'll go get some. But another great show, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And Neil, thank you for coming in when you're tired. Miss Kiara, thank you for showing up and giving us your point of view as you always do.
As I always do.
As
That's
you
Thank
right,
I
always
Miss
keep you
do.
on your
Kiara.
toes. That's what I'm here for.
thank you, Miss
That's right.
Maxine. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Tina. And thank you, Angel. Angel was reserved today. I don't know what got into her, but she must because Kim Kardashian did something stupid or something. I don't know. But Angel was real. She ain't jump in today.
And
She was
I want to remind everybody, this is Mental Health Month. If you know somebody that just need a shoulder, just need an ear, need a shoulder to cry on, help them because
yeah,
mental health is real.
yeah.
It's
And
very real. I I'm going through a bout of it myself right now, I never knew it was a thing until had my health condition.
Yeah,
And mental health is real.
yeah. And I
Yes,
go through it.
indeed.
You
Definitely
know,
is.
I go through it. Everybody know, but you got to have a support system. So
Yes,
You
indeed.
got
support,
to.
Check on
support
each other,
those
you
in need.
know.
Yep,
You got to.
It's just
yep,
a quick little check in, you know.
yep.
And
So
So,
OG,
well,
you got two other daughters, so we like seafood salad too.
yeah. Well, one of them on here talking smart right now, and my middle daughter Jasmine, she gonna chime in one day. She ain't ready yet, but
But
I
we
live
all
with
want
all of
seafood
them.
salad from Fat. So
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
I,
Kiara, don't you live close to Ashland?
I live in New Kent.
yeah, she don't.
Hey, you closer
Yeah,
than anybody.
Yeah, I live in New
she
Kent.
she she travels.
I
She
do.
I
don't.
know. I'm just
Yeah,
messing with her. I'm just messing with
yeah.
He still can
Well,
go get it.
yeah. I can
her.
still go get it. I'll be going, doing the carry out.
before we
No matter that my car burning most gas, I'll go get it.
Yep.
before we close out, I wanna give a shout out to D&D Do Not Disturb dance team out of Charlottesville, Virginia. Um, my goddaughter, that's where I was at. We had a dance competition in Delaware this weekend, and our girls did awesome. We brought home 6 trophies.
Wow, I
We
saw the
did
video.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
we brought home
good
six
job,
trophies.
ladies.
So,
Good job.
shout out to them. Dedicated kids who just love dancing, being positive. I mean, they got out there and they put all their energy on the floor. And good job to the parents too for making sure these kids get into practice and they
Yes,
not out there in the street. It takes a lot of work,
and
but
support.
they keep it going. So good job, D&D, on
Good
your
job.
6 trophies representing Virginia,
Good
straight out of
job.
Good
Charlottesville.
job.
Good
And I'm
Yes.
job,
gonna make a
ladies.
pledge right here. I'm gonna start supporting our youth more. I don't know how, but I'm going to start supporting our youth because they need all the support they can get. Some of the parents
Yes.
need support. It's a
We're gonna
hard
Mhm.
job raising kids. So
we're gonna do it as an intergraph group. As
yeah,
an intergraph
yeah,
group.
yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna do something big. We're gonna do something for the young folks. So
Yeah, we
y'all stay
growing.
tuned. Yep, stay tuned.
We growing. We growing. And again, I want to say support black business, please.
Yes, yes, and keep it strong. Show them how you did it one more time, man. When you was laid back in the club.
Oh my gosh.
Come here, girl.
Oh,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you know this
We
my
out.
man over here, Gal. You know this my man over here,
Yeah,
Gal.
come over here, girl. We out.